Hello, people of the internet. How was my first day of school? It actually wasn't all that bad. Well, now we're talking about the highlights because we don't want to make it too long because I still have to sleep and finish a picture and stuff. So, yeah. So, after the first break, some stupid kid, let's call him, Kevin. I was just putting on deodorant because I was sweating and binders really take on the smell really fucking easily. I don't smell like sweat. I put deodorant on in class. And this dumb fucking kid, in German, it's kind of an insult. We call it Nuttendiese, which is just whore deodorant and a meaner word for deodorant. So, yeah, I was kind of pissed, but I just ignored it, and they were like, oh, she's scared that she's gonna get bullied by us. Bitch, I got bullied all of my life. I'm not afraid anymore. But yeah, anyway. There's some stupid ass kid, let's call him Timmy. He kept being loud and stuff and just disrupting the class. I'm sitting in front, he got sat next to me, and little Timmy was asking pretty stupid questions. And kept saying, I can't sit here. Dude, shut up. He asked me if I was emo. If I was an emo. Okay, yeah, he's 14, he doesn't know anything, and he's a German, so of course he doesn't know what an emo is, so. And then he kept bragging about how he isn't gonna come tomorrow, and he's just gonna stay home playing Fortnite. I don't know why you'd flex with playing Fortnite. He flexed with playing Fortnite. That's the funniest shit ever. Oh my god. How can you feel cool when you say you'd rather play Fortnite than sit in school? And it was so hard, and he kept talking about how it's horrible to sit next to me, how they just want to be alone. And I loved how he couldn't tell my gender, I don't want to sit next to her. She's so stupid and she doesn't want to do anything. She doesn't even want to talk to me. She just wants to be alone, or whatever that is. And then he kept talking about Nazis and how he likes the symbol that Hitler used, and it just made stupid jokes, yeah, that nobody laughed at, of course. And judging by the history of this country, you shouldn't even talk about that, but pretty much everyone does it because they're 14 or 16, just teens in general. They just talk about that all the time here. It's fucking horrible. They make jokes about it and they want it to come back, and then we had to draw something and then write something about ourselves. So I started drawing my character and holding two little flags, and I didn't even color them or anything. It was just blank flags, and he was like, oh, do you like LGBTQ? And I'm like, yeah. He didn't ask if I was a part of it or anything. He just asked if I like it. I'm like, yeah. And then he said, oh, could you please leave this classroom? And I was like, what the fuck? And they talked about how a trans man is a man with tits, or a trans woman is a woman with a penis. Oh, there are only two genders. Psych, there aren't. There are very many more genders. My English is fucking up. Okay, so yeah, now, after some time, that was when it started talking about how LGBTQ sucks and stuff. And then I asked my teacher, let's call her Miss Blank, because I'm obviously not gonna say her real name. I asked her to go outside if I could like talk to her, and then I told her I should also tell you this, that I'd rather be called Mason instead of my dead name. And don't worry, you can still call me Milo. I want to use Milo as a nickname or like a short version, which Mason Milo makes no fucking sense, but who cares? It's my rule, my name. Yeah. And then I told her this, and I was shaking so fucking much, and I was so close to crying, and was so fucking bad. And I was just trying to be awkward so it's less awkward. She said it's totally fine. She's gonna talk to my other teacher about it. We have like per class 2 teachers, so she's gonna talk to him about it. Let's call him Mr. Blank. They're not married or something. I just don't really want to think of a name right now. I'm still gonna think of names for them. Except Miss Blank. Miss Blank is a good name. Yeah, and she said she's gonna go to the social worker and then ask if they can like do something or like contact someone about like gender stuff to help me. And that's so cool. And unlike my parents, she was very supportive, and she's like, oh yeah, I can. And she already started calling me Mason right away. Of course, she's still gonna make some mistakes because she's known me for the last year as like my dead name and as a girl. And then at the end, I was just packing my stuff, and this girl, she drew a pan flag on her planner. And then later, after she like asked me about my gender, I said I was a boy, and that was so awesome. It was awesome saying this out loud. I was nervous at the same time, and she was like, oh, that's cool, I'm pan. I was like, yeah, I'm also bi. But she was like, oh yeah, my sister is too, and it was just awesome. And I hope we're gonna be friends. Okay, yeah, I think that was all. Yeah, I had a pretty good day, even though there were a bunch of idiots. Bye-bye, have a great day, afternoon, or night.